guess you're back. Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume there will always be a place for you by my side, day or night. You know that it's killing me. Why do you always leave? It's not right. We don't fight, but I know what you've been through. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain, 'cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave, 'cause you are the only one. You're back. Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume there will always be a place for you by my side, day or night. You know that it's killing me. Why do you always leave? It's not right. We don't fight, but I know what you've been through. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain, 'cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave, 'cause you are the only one.
See, I know just how you like it. At sunrise to midnight. All the sweet love in the morning. Stripped down and up high. Home is summer when the bedroom light is fading. Only lovers know what loving really does. I don't mind to fall if you were falling with me. Only lovers know. It's a permanent summer. Permanent summer. It's a permanent summer. Permanent summer.
Tell me that I was wrong to let you go. Every sound that I hear, every thought that I fear, tell me that I was wrong. I was wrong to let you go. Never begun. I've been looking for a way to let you know. I've got nothing left to fill the spaces. I've got nothing but the center. Coming undone, I'm in dirt. And then she'd say, it's okay, I got yours on the way. But I'm a super girl. Super girls don't cry. And then she'd say, it's alright, I got home late last night. But I'm a super girl. Super girls just fly. Yeah, she's a super girl. She's a super girl. You can tell by the way she walks that she's my girl. You can tell by the way she talks, she rules the world. You can see in her eyes that no one is her chain. She's my girl, a super girl. And then she'd say, it's okay, I got yours on the way. But I'm a super girl. Super girls don't cry.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter. I welcome you to the Mango Grow on this beautiful weekend, Friday night for some of you as well. Hey, getting ready for a great weekend nonetheless. There's some nice price action on the charts as well that we can talk about as we unwind. But let me go ahead and confirm that you guys can hear me. Krisha's not here yet, so we're gonna have to wait for her to get her butt in here. But until then, let's go ahead and look at the chat. Please confirm if you guys can hear me, if the music's too loud, if the music's too soft, if I'm too loud, if I'm too soft. But it does look alright over here from my control panel. Mamba for Life says, yes, we can. Hey, buddy, thank you for the tip. Y'all the best. Had to be the first super chat coin-wise we can look at. What does that mean? Had to be first super chat. Okay, I guess that's the tip thingy, eh? I'm still new to all of this. Sissy says, mic is good. Alright, that's good. Alright, so we just gotta wait for Krisha to come here and we can check on her mic as well. I think I'm beginning to figure this out. Let's play on some tunes. Alright, so guys, Bitcoin doing something interesting over here. Let's see. So we have Wouts in here. How's it going, Wouts? We have Wolvie in here. We have Ajesh in here too. I don't think Ajesh has reached the oscillator module just yet. Let me just go ahead and switch back on over to the chat. I've lost the tab. Alright, here we go. Wout says he doesn't hear the music. Is it good now? There. Okay, cool. So what's going on over here, guys? What's going on the oscillators? Is there something interesting of note for you guys to dissect? I'm gonna let you guys think about it. I'm gonna sit back today and let you guys give me your thoughts on the charts. Pull up your charts. Let's have a educational session today, a more interactive educational session. By the way, I'm thinking. I was talking to Carlos today, this morning, over phone. We had a nice little chat, and I was. That was a really helpful call for him, and I realized that maybe we can do something like that for the seed members, where we have like a live stream / chat session, right, where you guys can talk back to me too. So we'll do it on the Discord. In the seed Discord, we'll set up a voice channel where you can all join, and we can have like conversations like maybe once a week, where we all settle on a time zone. I don't want to commit to that just yet because the time zone thingy is a little bit scary to figure it out. But something that I'd be interested in doing. I'll have to like reshuffle a few things, of course, but definitely want to add even more value if I can to the seed community. What are your thoughts on that, guys? But you guys all gotta contribute, eh? You guys can't just be on the call and be quiet and not contribute to the conversation, because it's gonna be a give and take. Ajay says, I'm still in the risk management. Don't want to rush the modules. Attaboy. Yeah, you shouldn't be rushing it, man. Take it easy. Take it slow. Do it the stress-free way. If you really fully understand the support and resistance and trend analysis module, that's when you get the power of the oscillator module, right? Most people trade oscillators wrong. They don't even know how to read it. They don't even know the meaning of it, and they have been misreading it for years now, and they just don't seem to learn their lesson. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at an example, right? People have been looking at Bitcoin's high over here on the oscillators at around 82ish, 90ish, and saying, man, it has to come down. It has to come down. It's completely overbought. Look at that. Bitcoin has never reached this level before. It has to come down. And what does Bitcoin do? It just keeps going and going and going and going, right? It's at the highest it's ever been. And when you watch the oscillator module and you put those sentences or those claims together, you're going to be like, now it all makes so much more sense. Oh, so there seems to be somebody who was timed out. Man, people. They don't know how to behave, man. They don't know how to behave. So yeah, going back to what you were looking at, I think Wolfie and Wouter should have finished those. No, Wouter has been busy too, so he's not reached the oscillator module just yet. I don't think so. But either way, man, we have bearish divergence over here that just got triggered, I believe, on the 4-hour got triggered a few hours ago. So let's go ahead and look. No, it's not got triggered just yet on the 12-hour. But the right time to actually be looking at divergence is what people don't understand, right? And right over here, we did have bearish divergence that did get triggered, and we're seeing it played out already, I believe. Let's go ahead and take a look. Nope. I'd be looking for this to come down to around 3,800, right? So it did get triggered right over here on this candle over here. You saw the push down, tested a lower level, I guess the 1 hour 21 EMA. Yeah, the 1 hour 21 EMA. Putting in a lower high now on the 4-hour time frame, rather on the 1 hour time frame that you're not seeing being represented on an attempt for a low fish on the 21 EMA right over here. Probably 38,000, right? We test somewhere around here. So let's see how this plays out. Stochastics too, beginning to show some weakness. If we do start closing 4-hour candles underneath the 80 zone, I'll be looking for that to see follow through. That's going to probably cascade onto the 12-hour, having a confirmed cross over here towards the downside, retesting the 80 zone over here. That's not a death sentence by any means, because if we zoom out over here, you can see that the 12-hour has a lot of room to play with. So the 12-hour could come down, test the 21 EMA, okay? Seeing the stochastics come down, test the 80 zone over here. Bearish divergence also getting played out, right? We don't have a trigger just yet, but if we take out the low of around 3,800, that's when we see it. Wow, Wouter, you skipped on over to the Ichi module. I don't blame you, man. You guys have been waiting for that module for a long time. How are you liking the Ichimoku module, man? How are you liking it thus far? Kusha says that that's her favorite module. Oh, hold up. We have Krisha over here. Let me turn her back on. And yeah, there you go. Say she just hopped on and suddenly surprised me.
What's up, you guys? I am back.
She is back. Krisha, we had to start without you. Bitcoin was making moves and we had to watch it, man, with the crew.
Now I'm curious. Did we make move? And we did.
4-hour rising channel, falling onto the 40,000-ish support. And we do have bearish divergence again triggered on the 4-hour time frame too, which may cascade onto the 12-hour. So let's see how this all works out.
Someone had brought up an Ethereum symmetrical triangle, and in fact, well, we just wrapped up a video as well, right, on Cardano, and we saw like a similar sort of structure play out on many of these charts. So I wonder if they all sort of broke down. I think Ethereum also broke down. No, it hasn't broken down yet.
That was Saeed, by the way. So shout out to Saeed for that ascending triangle.
Yes,
He's beginning to figure it out, man. He's figuring out the charts.
Yeah, no, I think that was a really, really good catch. Sayed, really, really good.
So by the way, guys, you're seeing the symbols. We were talking about bearish divergence across the Bitcoin timeframes, and I'm just quickly taking a look at Ethereum as well, just to see if we're seeing the same thing on the 12-hour. Ethereum does not have it on the 12-hour. There's no bearish divergence over here, not even close. Somebody did mention bearish divergence on Ethereum. I'm not seeing it at all. Like, not even close, man. We do have stochastics crossing down, but this is bullish. The stochastics from the 12 hours super bullish to me on Ethereum. I'm just going to take a quick look, Krisha, at Cardano. Again, same story over here. No bearish divergence. Perhaps on the 4-hour, the guy was talking about bearish divergence. And we did have bearish divergence over here in this zone, this entire area. It got played out, though. It got played out. This actually may turn into bullish divergence, guys. This may actually turn into bullish divergence, so keep an eye on this. So yeah, Krisha, your thoughts?
On Ethereum, I actually think Ethereum is still looking good. That's the thing, you know, despite the drawdowns and stuff. Don't get too fixated on things like divergences, because now at this point, yes, everyone's waiting on that pullback. But what happens when you get fixated? So right now, what's important to note is that the trend, that overall trend, is like super, super bullish, right? And if you get fixated on bearish divergences, right, and you're looking for those things to play out, there are a lot of times where in a super bullish trend, you usually find continuation. So be very careful in really, you know, fixating too much on the other side of the trade just because you want it to play out.
Yeah. Be
Like,
careful.
yeah, be very careful with that. So Ethereum right now, I feel like, and this is something I've been telling you guys about, I pay a lot of attention to how price reacts off of that 4-hour 21 EMA and 20 SMA for Ethereum specifically. And right now we're holding both those levels. So until we lose that, I will not be looking for, anything super bearish. I won't be looking for a bearish move from Ethereum.
Yep.
Right now, what's to note is that we're holding all of these major sort of reference points as far as price action is concerned. And for as long as we're holding that, I think that this could also have a push to the upside.
Indeed. Krisha, if you take a look at Litecoin, by the way, speaking of stochastics and divergences, we were talking a little bit earlier on how most people just don't know how to read the oscillators fully to their potential. They misread them, actually getting misinformation. I'm not entirely sure if you've finished the entire oscillator module, but regardless, turn on your Litecoin weekly chart against the USD pairing, stochastics, and we have a nice little structure over there that's breaking out on the stochastics right over there on between, let's say, 24th of June 2019, coming in all the way to today.
I'm just trying to figure out, sorry, what time frame are you on?
The weekly USD. So you can pull up the stream if you want on another tab.
No, I do have it, because I have the other videos that are rendering there. So I don't want to lose that screen. Okay, here we are. All right, I have this. And, okay, so I see what you're looking at. And we do have a breakout there.
Yep. This I think, guys, don't sleep on the higher time frames. Like Link, like Litecoin. These coins are the thing is, your risk in a bull market, especially on the USD pairing, is primarily going to be opportunity cost, right? And I've been talking about that recently a lot. And that's going to be true even when pertaining to Litecoin, when pertaining to Chainlink. So you got to balance your time frame and your opportunity cost and have a nice split between your moving coins. Now, I wouldn't have been sitting in Litecoin or Chainlink if I hadn't had two of my major positions moving so drastically, right? Ethereum and Bitcoin are my two major positions, and they're moving. So I'm fine to build a position now on something else. But on that note, imagine, Krisha, if I was sitting on an altcoin that was 80% of my portfolio and it's just either moving sideways or going down, even worse, right? While Bitcoin and Ethereum are all moving up. Don't fall into that trap. Make sure that your portfolio is moving in some regard in a bull market, right? Have a position in the fastest runners in the game. The fastest horse in the game is currently Bitcoin.
And I completely agree with that. And be careful, because basically what Sean said, you don't want to be stuck in any of these laggards in a bull market. Now, I actually fell victim to something like that in the last bull market, and that costed me dearly. Okay, and I tried to take my biases. I'm like, no, this is strong, that is strong, and I was looking for reasons to hold on to that bag. All right, and you're often going to, not often, but you'll find yourself in that trap. It's about identifying that you are in a trap and getting out of there. Because at the end of it all, you're going to look back at that situation that you were in, and you'd be beating yourself up. Because it could have been a different run for you.
Yeah.
Right? And the thing about the crypto market now, if you just take the last bull market, guys, that didn't, when you're in the crux of the entire thing, when you're in the middle of the entire thing, you feel like time is going slow. But if you kind of zoom out and you look at the chart, that bull market didn't last that long. When we saw that thing of euphoria that entered into the altcoins, when we saw Bitcoin go from 10K all the way up to 20K, that didn't last long at all. That was what, Sean? 2 months?
Indeed.
2 months, 3 months, and you know what? Lives were changed. So it's about, identifying that, hey, you may be stuck in the wrong hodl, okay? Understanding that, and then changing your game plan.
So let's go ahead and pull up what Krisha just talked about, right? Krisha, I'm on the monthly chart on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Remember this, guys. This moment right over here. Bitcoin from 4,500-ish. All right. Actually, the month closed really well, similar to how we had this massive weekly close going into December, right? Very similar candle. This monthly candle over here, even though the month looked garbage during its interim, right? We had a low of 2,900. It closed so well, and that information clearly got the bulls excited and got the short traders also giving up on their positions, trying to top fish over here. They said, hey, we'll try elsewhere. And what happened right after? In 3 months, guys, okay, in 3 months, all it took was 3 months to go from $4,000 to $20,000. Happened in no time. That's crypto for you, right? So imagine being stuck in the wrong trade, or forget the wrong trade within this market. Imagine just being out of the market completely. That's even more painful. So there's a saying amongst trend traders that it's riskier to not be in position. It's riskier to not be in position. And when it comes to Bitcoin, you've been hearing that even more so recently, because the Bitcoin trade is a trade against the entire financial system collapsing. So it's riskier to not hold Bitcoin. Get off zero is a phrase you're going to start hearing more and more often. Hold Bitcoin, even a little bit, just as a hedge, even if it's just 1% of your total financial portfolio. But hey, this is not financial advice. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. I know nothing. I am a complete idiot. I'm an imbecile. Don't trust anything I'm saying. So
yeah.
back on over to the comments, Krisha. Walter says, good. They all have to work. We'll watch late. Oh yeah, I think he's referring to the previous question I had for him. Oh yeah, he says Ichimoku is the best module. So Walter thinks the Ichimoku module is the best one.
Yes,
as
I
well.
agree, Welts. I agree.
I thought the risk management module was the best one. Wolvie agrees with me. Wolvie thinks the risk management module is the best one. Ha! Ichimoku is really good too, he says. So
I guess we all have like our different rankings, right?
I think
really
Krisha,
like Ichimoku, then trend analysis, then risk management. But I also like I'm giving trend analysis a little more thing because, well, I am pattern queen after all. So I thoroughly enjoyed that module.
I think for the risk management module, it wasn't as impactful or influential to you because there's a lot of the major core concepts that you and I are discussing every single day of our lives, right? We're like always implementing them every single day. But when it came to the Ichimoku, there were a lot of things in there that you were not privy to as well. You did not know, right?
Yes,
So
exactly.
it's the impact that matters to people.
That is true. That is true. And what's the Ethereum prediction? What is the Ethereum prediction? Ethereum is up against resistance, man. To be honest, we're still looking at the same resistance that we have been looking at for the past
Since yesterday,
2
days,
now,
yeah.
which is 1,230. Until we close a daily candle over that region, I will be looking for a consolidation from Ethereum. If we close over 1,230, then we're likely going to see continuation to the upside, going all the way up to 1,400-ish, give or take. But it's going to be an if this then that. Anyone giving you like these confirmed sort of predictions, like it is going to do this, like it's a definitive thing, be careful of those guys, okay? You don't want to be getting into a trade based on their calls, quote unquote.
Based on certainty, nothing is certain. Just let's put it that way.
They're not going to tell you when they exit their trades. So that's why it's very important for you to understand certain levels. Now, when you ask us, we always give you guys levels, right? What levels we're looking at. So it's about really paying attention to those levels and how price reacts off of those levels. That way, at least you get a reference point for your trade. At the very least, you get a reference point.
Yep, exactly. Ajesh is saying Band is doing well. Yeah, Band actually had a really good daily close, Krisha. I'm not sure whether I think I sent you a screenshot via private message, but you weren't at your computer.
Is one of the coins. Yeah, this is one of the coins on our list, that we are looking at. Someone brought it to our attention in one of the previous streams.
Had a really good close. This is gonna go to $15, man.
This is looking so good. This is looking so good.
I posted this in the seed plays just yesterday, right, Ajesh? Let me go ahead and check. I think I did. Guys are sleeping on it, I believe. Yeah, I did post a Band opportunity. So
This is beautiful. What is Band BDC up to? I wanna let's see what that chart is doing. Because I've been telling you guys one thing in all of my past altcoin analysis videos. Until the Bitcoin chart doesn't give me a sign that it wants to move, that it wants to actually take a turn of sorts in terms of that overall trend, I will not be exiting any of my Bitcoin into altcoins. It's not happening. It's just not happening. So I need to look for confirmation on the Bitcoin chart for me to really, take on a position in any of these coins.
Yep. Unless it's a USD position, right? If you're putting in fresh fiat, selling Bitcoin. So once you sell your Bitcoin to... Actually, I had a really good conversation, or rather a mini video on this, Krisha, while we were on vacation that I sent to the seed guys. That it was a question that Andrew asked, right? Andrew asked a really good question in regards to this. And I posted a video while I was on the beach. But what I'd really like for us to do is to go find that video and repost it in one of the other channels for seed members so that they can all watch it, because it tackles exactly what you just talked about, right? You just mentioned how you don't want to be selling any of your Bitcoin for an altcoin. Now, there's a little bit more of a nuance to that. Let's say you think that Bitcoin is sitting at resistance, right, at a major level, and you think that it's not going to go up. You've used technical analysis, blah, blah, blah. You decide to take profits. Once you take those profits, though, right, that's now a USD position. Now, taking that USD position and allocating it to an altcoin, in which, in our case, right, we were talking about Ethereum specifically back then, right, allocating that towards Ethereum, that's not you selling Bitcoin to buy Ethereum per se. That's you actually making sure that your USD is moving. Because it's not you expecting Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin out there. You're just saying, hey, I'm taking profits over here on my Bitcoin trade. Bitcoin may go up, okay? I'm not trying to time this. I'm not buying the ETH BTC pairing. I'm buying the ETH USD pairing. So again, I explained it a little bit better, I believe, than I'm doing right now. But there's a mindset difference that you need to always keep in mind when you're taking profits on your Bitcoin trade to get into another altcoin trade based on the USD chart.
That is, no, I mean, I know what it is that you're talking about. And that makes a lot of sense, right? Especially if you have observed, if you've identified a point of resistance. Okay, you're like, okay, fine, I think Bitcoin is going to hit resistance at, X point on the chart. Take profits. But when you sell your Bitcoin, or if you intend on selling, you're going to get your, the trade is settled in USD, correct?
Yeah.
You get USD back for your Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So instead of, I see what you're trying to do. Instead of that, you're like basically switching it on to, say, Ethereum, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So Tornado New England tipped us $5. Thank you very much. Thank you for the tip. He says, "What a great community." Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, the community is great.
Here. Yeah, he's been here for the past for all the streams.
Yeah, every single stream. He's like, I'm learning so much. That's what Mango's for, man. For the learning and not the calls. He asks, could you show us the risk module on Ren? Thanks, guys. So I think you're misunderstanding what we mean by module, man. When we say module, we're referring to the course content within the seed program. The program is divided into modules, and the module is actually 5.5 hours long, so there's no way we can actually show it. But hey, we can go ahead and take a look at Ren anyways. The chart's looking good. The last I looked at it, yeah, still looking good.
I'm thinking, Sean, like some of these coins are they're looking phenomenal. Now, Band was one that you guys brought up to our attention. Another one was Ren. I think Ren is looking freaking amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's looking good, but you gotta be patient on this one, in my opinion. Gotta wait for the break of 44 cents. Until then, buying closer towards the diagonal line, the higher lows essentially that we've been drawing on the weekly time frame. But yeah, patience is gonna pay on this one.
Yeah, the candle closes though on those high. Listen, I'm looking at the 2-day time frame currently on Ren. If you notice that the candle body closes, we've managed to take out the previous ones. So I'm looking at that as the break of the diagonal.
So you're looking at the the 2-day.
Although I'll say this though, from between the two charts, Band and Ren, I think Band is looking better. It's looking a lot more bullish. It's a very, very clear setup.
Yeah, Band has a clear setup, but I wouldn't say that's looking more bullish per se. It's a hard one because band has so much of a gap between 10 and 15. It's an easier trade, but Krisha, the Ren is close to price discovery, way closer. So
That is true.
I do want
Wait, from here,
to
it's gone. Sorry, go on.
I do want to talk about, or rather, Wolvie mentioned the at BTC pairing, right? I want to talk about this a little bit because he said that at BTC is holding up on the lower time frames, I believe you mentioned. Wait, let me go find that comment specifically. If you could copy paste it or re-ask. Okay, there is. I found it. It says ETH is getting supported on the Bitcoin pairing, but only on the lower time frames. I think it broke down on the lower time frames, man. So this was the key. You may have missed the video where we did talk about this, but there was this head and shoulders over here that we were looking at. Sorry, initially it was a potential bull flag that we were hoping for to break towards the upside. Then it turned into a M-like formation that clearly broke towards the downside. Right, so now it's just continuing. It's continuing its low downtrend on low time frames and on the higher time frames too. On the macro time frames, let me go ahead and remove these lines. We're looking at the weekly time frame, and there's a squeeze-like formation over here that was really, really pivotal. If Ethereum actually broke it towards the upside, but it actually ended up breaking it towards the downside. It is the weekly time frame, right, Krisha?
Yeah.
Something like this, right? Was it that? Yeah, it was something like this that we were drawing. Now, I'm not paying too much, or rather, I wasn't paying too much attention to this because of the gap over here. You can see the gap here, and the gap here, and the gap here. I'm not too fond of that. But you're seeing the market respect it, right? When we saw this rejection over here, I'm like, all right, cool. So there's clearly something going on over here. Another way to draw these lines is to draw them backwards like this, and then see if they go ahead and connect with anything in the past. And let's go ahead and try. Right, so you can do something like that. You guys know I'm not a big fan of diagonals, but you're seeing the market respect this area over here. So breaking all of this is going to be really pivotal. So we're on a downtrend on the weekly as well as the low time frames.
I like ETHUSD is looking good, but FBDC has some way to go. That should give you guys a tip off on what Bitcoin may want to do. So that's why, keep a close eye on Bitcoin, because I know that everyone's looking at the altcoins to, well, get in, get some profits, whatever, some quick moves to the upside. But all this while, Bitcoin has been telling us that, listen, between the altcoin that you're looking at and me, I am stronger.
Yeah, just easy trade, man. Easy trade.
That's what the Bitcoin chart is essentially telling you guys. That's what all the Bitcoin pairings are telling you guys. Albeit now, I feel like... some of the altcoins. Now, I was looking at bands. I was looking at band against Bitcoin, and I think that that's looking rather good. So yes, there are some that are, beginning to show signs of a reversal.
I don't like that.
Bitcoin pairings.
I really don't like that Ethereum weekly candle, Krisha. So it's making me really hesitant.
The ETHBDC.
Yeah, but you're right. Band has a nice weekly candle. Wow, Band is strong. It's really nice
Band
weekly candle.
Yeah. Yeah, so watch out for these kind of things, these kind of clues. Okay, these are the clues that you'll look for to really figure out whether or not the altcoin that you're looking at is about to trend against Bitcoin. Okay, those are good trades to be had. Now, Band is one of those coins. However, Ethereum, on the other hand, it's not showing signs of a reversal just yet.
So on my chart over here, guys, you're looking at Band BTC and you're seeing a lot of horizontals, a lot of drawings. This was all the way back when I was trading Band aggressively on the way to the upside. And you're seeing that I kept all of the horizontals here along with the markings, weekly levels, 4-hour levels. The reason I do that is because when I do come back and skim at the chart in the future, like I am today, I get more information, right? When I see something like this on Band where this bottoming formation over here was supported on a historical weekly level, I know that, hey, you know what? The market participants are playing this chart according to the way we look at things, right? So that gives us edge. We know that the levels we draw are being respected. We know the way we are playing this market has validity to it. And that's the kind of thing I like. And you're seeing the rounded bottoming formation over here get supported on a historical level at around 1600 Satoshi. Got front run a little bit and broke this zone over here too between 2500 and 2200. So it's looking good. It took out the high too. This is likely going to go all the way to 31,000 Satoshi. So,
Yeah.
interesting.
This is a chart that looks good against Bitcoin too, right? All right,
Not-
everyone's after ETH. What time frame are you guys looking at? I'm very curious because I'm looking at ETH. Yeah, it's moved up, but it's all right. Like compared to the volatility that we've seen on this chart, it's not gone up that much. I'm curious. Be careful, eh? Now, for those of you who are new entrants into the space, now I know that the default sort of time frame on many of the exchanges is the 1 hour time frame. Be careful when you're playing a 1 hour chart or anything lower than that, because it's not easy to play those charts, to trade on those charts. Those traders who've been in this space for a very, very long time, they have a handle over their emotions, they have a handle over their trading psychology, and also they know their technical analysis for the most part, right? Those are the guys that can play it. But new entrants, it's harder. It's harder to learn when you're playing the 1 hour time frame or anything lower.
Yep,
So if you're new, I suggest that you start getting onto those higher time frames. And when I say higher time frames, I mean daily and above. Okay, minimum 12 hour. That's it. 12 hour and above. That's it.
Well said, Krisha. 12 hour and above. I like that. I was about to say, keep yourselves like calm on Ethereum and keep it stress free. Just wait for a nice candle close above the zone over here. I've it marked between 1230-ish to around 1289-ish, right? Just wait for that zone to break. There'll be no doubt in that regard as to whether you're waiting for the right candle close. Now, you could be wrong in the trade by all means, and you know when you're wrong. As soon as you break underneath again, underneath the zone, just get out of the trade. Wait for confirmation though. Tornado says, join the Mango Grove. Yes, join the Mango Grove.
The best group out there. Jasper says, man, I've been doing it wrong at Bitcoin BTC 5-minute chart.
What?
5 How?
No, don't.
Oh my god.
Where is this comment?
It's like he literally just typed it out.
Okay. Yeah, man, you're gonna pull your hair out of your head. You're gonna go bald sooner than later.
I'd be biting all my nails off. Crazy. So I'm gonna get in with the upward trend. Ooh, this is viral video, so you wait till the zone, then get in with the upward trend. Usually I personally, the way I play it is that I wait on a break, a confirmed candle body close inside a zone, and then try and get a trade on the retest. Because usually, more often than not, you see price break into a new price zone, right? However, when we see that break, I usually find that price comes back down to give it a nice retest, and I try and get a trade on the retest. So it makes it very, very easy to manage suddenly.
Yep, exactly. We get this question way more than we should be getting this question. How long does it take to make $100 a day trading? That's not what we do over here at Mango, man. We don't day trade. We don't. There are people who day trade within the Mango Seed program and the Mango Grove as well. But primarily, most of us are stress-free long-term traders. We take positions on the high time frames. We look at the low time frames only to get a better idea of what the markets might be doing. Every now and then, of course, even I day trade because you get the itch. You get the itch to just want to trade more aggressively. But it's not sustainable with the lifestyle that we want to live, which is spending time with our loved ones, spending time on the beach, spending time reading, spending time in the gym. Like, there's so many other things that you want to do with your life, right? You don't want to just be staring at the charts all day. And looking to get that $100 a day is you asking, hey, how do I day trade, right? And you can get far more than $100 a day, by the way, on average, right? If you take the longer term trades, especially in crypto, man. Life-changing moves. And when you divide it by 300, after you take your profits at the end of the year and you divide by 365, $100 a day is something that you'd probably laugh at.
Yeah.
But I don't even want to go into that. It's up to you guys. If you enjoyed it, the thing is, right, if you really love it, if you really get a thrill out of it, and you have to make sure you really love it and you're not just doing it because you're new and excited about it. If you're the kind of guy who's been doing it for years and you really love trading those lower time frames, one, you don't want to be trading crypto on that. I really doubt people have an edge over there. Maybe Forex would be better suited for you, even stocks for that matter. If you love it, go ahead and do it. But yeah, it wasn't sustainable for me.
Pretty boy Kelsey says, secular. Nah, don't buy at peaks. Buy when the coin you're looking at is at a scary low. A scary low level when you think literally nobody would want to buy right now. I don't know about that, pretty boy Kelsey. That's not very pretty, because things that you think are very low, scary low, can get even more scarier. And then how do you handle it from there? Right? So usually I would, the way I would handle something like this, I would actually wait for the trend to change. I would wait on that reversal. Okay, and this is where, you know, Sean and I have been harping on about this one thing. Be okay not catching bottoms and not catching tops. You're here to make sure that the probability, the winning probability, is on your side. So when you see a trend reverse, when you see you identify a reversal pattern of sorts, and you actually see it break, okay, yes, you may not catch the bottom, but hey, you're going to be in the meat of the move, and you know that the probability of the coin or the underlying asset actually moving in the direction of your trade is higher, you're in a much, much, much better spot. Okay, not only in terms of the whole, you know, financial aspect of your trade, but also in terms of your mindset. You're not worried suddenly.
Yep.
So be careful about catching bottoms and tops. Every time you think that, oh, this is scary low, it's not going to go lower, trust me. Okay, it can go lower.
So I'll give you guys a I don't want to say counter example to what Krish is saying, but let me say this. While you guys are new, especially when you're learning how to trade, stick to the rule of never trying to catch a top, never trying to catch a bottom. The reason you guys are probably so Pretty Boy Kelsey saying essentially that phrase, right, that you hear often on the trading forums: when there's blood in the streets, buy, right? When there's blood in the streets, buy. And there's some truth to that, and it does work out as long as you are experienced and you know how to manage your risk. The problem, however, is that most new traders do not know how to manage their risk. They do not know what could possibly go wrong. It's only when you are experienced, when you're beaten up by the market, you know all the possible swings and punches that may come at you, and you're ready for that. And the embedded risk is already taken into consideration when you're taking your position. So a really good example of where. So once there's a guy who once told me, a great trader knows how to follow his rules and also knows how to break his rules, right? And that was so funny to me because there's so much truth to that. And I'll give you guys a really good example of what I did very, very recently, well, last year on Bitcoin, when we had the coronavirus dump, right? We were dumping and breaking the trend the entire time towards the downside, and I stuck to my rule. Okay, I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to buy. And $5,000 Bitcoin looked freaking sensational. It looked sensational, man, especially for someone like me who's so bullish on macro Bitcoin. I stuck to my rules. That night, I remember going to bed and Bitcoin was sitting at around 6,200, and then 5,900, bounced a little bit. And then woke up in the middle of the night at one point and it was like 4,200-ish, I believe. I'm like, somewhere around 4,800. I was like, holy shit. Then I woke up and Bitcoin was sitting at 3,700. That was a buy. That is blood on the streets, man. That is blood on the streets. And I was like, all right, as bearish as I am because of the trend, this is a quick trade opportunity that you cannot let pass you. But even then, I wasn't bullish. I took the trade through a bearish perspective, right? Where I'm like, okay, this is an in and out trade. And guys, the things that could have gone wrong there could have even hurt me, even though I had so much experience in the market, because the order books were so thin on debit. I was trading the futures like an idiot. It could have just gone through the entire order book. At one point, I literally saw 2,400 as the next order. I was like, holy shit, man. Like, yeah, so things do get really, really scary when there's blood on the streets, because a lot of people are panicking and you have to account for all of that. Now, at Seed, we talk about all of these things, right? In the risk management module, we talk about slippage, we talk about thin order books. So all of these ideas were already in my mind. So I had that embedded risk already taken into consideration when I took my position. And how much did we bounce that day? We bounced from 3,600 all the way to around 5,600. We went up to 6,000, and I held that position. Okay, and I stuck with my bearish mindset, and I took profits at around 6,300, where I flipped bearish, going into 6,900 into 70. Sorry, not flip bearish, flipped short. I was already bearish, right? Your bearish mindset is what gets you to take the position in the direction. So I went short somewhere around here, at around 6,900 to 7,000 ish. I also sold some spot Bitcoin. That's how bearish I was. I was against the trend, and as soon as I was wrong about being bearish, right, I flipped back and got all my position back, and boom, around 7,200, 7,300, flip long again, and we were riding the trade or trend ever since then. So this was a good example of everything that can go wrong and go right during those scary blood in the street moments.
Yeah, but you're like super in the zone. I actually watched on there. I'm like, how are you doing this? Because it's scary, you know, to take it. Like for me, I'm never able to do that because I kind of just wait for price to settle until I get into a trade. Because just, I don't know, when I see the order move that fast, and I can see that liquidity may be running low, and say orders like, you know, way underneath the current price, there is no taking that trade. I'm like, no, I look at it, I'm like, it's too risky. But traders who, you know, have a grip on their mindset, and they have the grip on just overall psychology, like, they're pretty on point with the execution. And Sean is one of those traders. His execution is absolutely flawless. I wish some of you guys could actually watch him in action when he takes some of his trades.
Krisha, you're breaking up a little bit over there. At least for me, I'm not sure whether.
Okay, let me know. Let me know if the
yeah, you're much better now.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, what was the last thing you were saying?
No, I was telling them that I'm usually awestruck by your execution.
Yeah, but that takes practice, guys. It's just a lot of practice and doing it over and over and over again. I wasn't always like that. So again, this is another thing that you guys need to take into consideration when you're starting off your trading journey, right? The lower the time frames you're playing, the more the volatility on the charts, the less fluid you are going to be with your execution skills. And I've always talked about how a good trade, or rather a successful trade, is you getting the direction right, the timing right, as well as the execution right. Because even if you get the direction and the timing right, you may screw up on your execution. Okay, multiple things may go wrong in your execution, and yeah, that's a bad trade. Boom.
Yeah. Guys, let us if the audio is okay, because for some reason Sean and I were breaking for each other. So I just want to make sure that you guys can hear us. As long as you guys can hear us, we're fine. Patrick says Sean is making Krisha pray twice. It's all planned.
You're still cracking up to me, so I'm not sure whether.
Yeah,
could you guys let us know that whether you guys can hear us fine?
Yeah,
because I can't. I'm still struck.
You're breaking up.
Okay, yeah.
Odd. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, that's weird.
I do not know what's wrong. But getting back onto the comments. Also, yeah, since talking about risk management, I know a lot of guys have reached out to me asking about the seed program and the discount. So the Christmas discount, like I'd mentioned in one of the past streams, we have extended it, but now it won't be for too long. There's still about a few more days left until that coupon actually expires. So for those of you who are still interested, it is Score 2020. That's the coupon code, okay? And it's you can apply it on the seed program as well as the indicators. So just a very, very quick head.
So Krisha, let's do this. Let's go ahead and disconnect the Discord and get back on it, because I think that it's Discord that is causing the problem. So give me a sec.
Okay, cool.
Just get back. Leave the Discord and get back on.
Okay, cool. We'll be back, guys.
Alright, so I'm back. Let's go. Hey Justin, I was wondering where you were. Disappeared for a bit over there. Yeah, two Justins, so got me confused. Justin Russell and Justin Warren. Yeah, like if minus 4% is bothering you guys in the crypto space, you are likely over-positioned or over-leveraged. Please confirm if you guys can hear me, by the way. I think you can. Let me just go ahead and check. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear me. Yeah, Krisha's not here yet, but we can go on. We don't need her. Psst, we were doing this way before Krisha ever was here. No, Krisha was always in the background, by the way, helping me, supporting me. I was so scared when I first started doing these daily videos, by the way. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea, man. I'm like a very, very introverted person. Oh, Krisha's here. Krisha, you can stay in the chats and on the chatty thingy, chat box, yeah. I'll have my time in the sun. No, she's back. God damn it.
That's funny. Oh, what is this? Bitcoin 1 hour we broke down?
Yeah.
Oh, get the hell out. I didn't even catch this.
And let's see what the measured move is. It's a weekend though, guys. So. Ooh, looking at around 3,500, Krisha. 3,500.
Are we going to see our...
Wolfie says,
see our dip?
I don't know what you mean, Art of Maloka, by double down. Double down? But at least only a part of your portfolio will get liquidated. Oh man, so people try to do this, right? If they lose, they add more. And they keep adding more, and they keep adding more, and they keep adding more. And this is actually a strategy in game theory where you keep doubling down the more you lose. And then when you start winning, right, you will eventually make back everything you lost. And you will make more on top of that, right? Because you're expected to go on a winning streak because you've gone on a losing streak. The problem with that strategy, however, is that you require yourself to have a unlimited amount of finances or unlimited access to finances, never-ending bankroll to be able to keep funding your losses. And the only person who can do that in the entire world is the Fed. So yeah, that does work, man. Art of Maloka, if you are Jay Powell. And hey, it's an honor to have you here, Jay Powell, on Mango Chats.
Funny. Whoa, what happened? Did you just draw a line there?
Yeah, that's not Bitcoin.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
that's funny. I still remember something like that happened where I was looking at my chart and I had a red vertical line just smacked on the chart, but it just so happened, and it was a coincidence that it kind of lined up with another red candle. And Sean enters the room. He's like, "What?" And it was like a really big vertical line.
Yeah, it was so
funny. He's just like, "What?" The biggest freaking eyes. It was the funniest.
So he's like, got her. Yeah, it's revenge. Revenge.
Oh god. That's funny. A lot of good trading stories. A lot of funny moments while trading.
A lot of tears as well.
I've had quite a few, lots of stories. Had quite a few blunders myself. More than Sean, way more than Sean, but luckily I had Sean next to me to kind of, guide me and calm me down. And it's always good to have like this force next to you, if it's a human being, hell, if it's a community, just to calm you down. Sometimes you just need that one person next to you who can just calm you the hell down. So Sean's that. For those of you who are looking for a friend, or you're looking for, a group to just chill with when you're charting, you're trading, definitely come out and join the Mango community. Discord link is in the description.
Yep. Friendly bunch, supportive bunch, and the culture in there is all about doing it the Mango way.
Yeah. Yes, sirree. Josh says, just reading the C chat calms me down. That's really good to hear, man. Really, really good to hear. In fact, Sean, yesterday Sean was talking about the stark contrast between, the C chat and the Grove chat when Bitcoin did have its pullback from 40K, and the C chat. I mean, they were talking about what, Sean? The weather?
Yeah.
It was like so,
It was
so nonchalant about,
it was Wolvie right here. Like he's he's been conditioned now through the Mango way, and that's one of the reasons why we want to do more of these live streams, so that you guys who aren't in the C2 in the Grove as well can all start adopting the same mentality, because I don't want the public chat, the Grove chat, to have a different culture from the C chat, right? Yes, it's going to be the pace at which you guys learn is going to be different because you guys don't have the course material, but in terms of culture, I want you guys to be calm, do it the stress-free way, right? Be different from the rest of the communities where they're constantly over trading and getting stressed out and being toxic to each other. That's not what we're going to do over here at Mango. We're going to be calm. We're going to, ride this bull market. We're going to be ready for the down moves, and we're going to keep our wits about us.
Yes, sirree. Let's take a couple of requests now. So people have been asking for, what is it, XRP, and one was XLM.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
XRP. Why not?
Yes. I gave Sean 2 options there, XRP or
man,
XLM.
there's such a beautiful descending triangle on XRP.
No, wait,
on the
what?
1 hour. Yeah, look at that.
I'm looking at a symmetrical.
Okay, well, to each her own.
It's a clear symmetrical triangle.
XRP is literally telling us that Bitcoin is also coming down to 35,000, and watch if I'm not right. Like just this is gonna be my moment, guys. This is my moment. XRP is the standard. It's the charting standard. The XRP standard. This is coming. I mean, this could break up for sure, but the fact that Bitcoin is, let's see. I'll be happy if this breaks up. Because
if this breaks up, then Bitcoin is breaking up too. But
yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
Bitcoin's likely going to lead it. I'm looking at the EMAs and stuff right now to see if there's any. No, this is actually looking a lot more bullish. If I have to really be honest with you. I mean,
Wow.
Look at it. I mean, think about it. Just look at the entire structure. Okay, if I'm currently looking at the symmetrical triangle that has been marked by a series of high or lows. Okay, and I'm including the wicks in here. And if you look at them and just put on, I'm looking at this last one, the current 1 hour candle that we're on. We haven't really gotten down to test that diagonal, right? We're kind of sticking to the edge of the upper bound, and that I'm looking at that as a more bullish signature right now for XRP.
Okay,
of course, this could still swing either way. So we'll have to kind of wait and watch for price action. But right now, I'm looking at this current sort of price action as leaning more towards the bullish end than the bearish end.
Until it breaks about 33 cents, I'm not bullish on XRP. That's as simple as that. It's putting in a descending triangle against major resistance to me. Rather, distribution, could be consolidation, could be whatever. So if it breaks that, right, great. Then there's a long opportunity from around 33 all the way to probably 52. It's a good trade there. There's a good trade. But that's how I'm looking at it.
Yes, sorry. No, that's fair. That's fair. Keep it simple. So Sean likes keeping things like really, really simple. If you really want to learn the art of keeping things simple, I suggest you listen to Sean.
Yeah, I use complexity to find simplicity, right? And those of you who are on the seat, you guys know exactly what I mean by that, right? We start with like these complex topics and we drill down and really break it down into freaking breadcrumbs where it's, that's so easy. Why didn't I think of it that way? And there's always simplicity behind everything complex.
There we go. Amen. Amen. So, guy in the chat that keeps asking for UMA. Is
We
there
looked
like
at
a chart
UMA
that
yesterday.
Has... Oh, we did. Is
And
anything that has...
It has a lot of wiki action from what we talked about it yesterday. So here's the thing, man. If it breaks a weekly candle above $9.23, probably testing higher. After that, where? I don't know. Probably these wick highs at around $12 to $13, right? But it needs to close this week above 9-ish, right? That's the first step. I'm just not liking this chart, quite frankly. Kushal, what are your thoughts?
No, I don't like it either. It's too volatile. Well, as in volatility is good, don't get me wrong, but the wick action on this can, it's a bit much for me. And it's a very new coin, and that's why I agree with you. I think if it breaks that region that you just mentioned, I'm looking at you said $9.30. So when we see break, by the way, we're looking for candle body that closes over that region, like a wick to the top, and then only for price to come back down and settle underneath the point of resistance that we're looking at. We're looking for like a proper confirmation that its candle body closes.
Yeah, what kind of chart is this, man? It has weekly wicks of around 62%. Like,
Yeah,
this is garbage.
not
I don't
good.
care if this pumps like 200% after this. It's not something any serious trader would ever be able to trade, right? You'll have all these new trading groups who like shill it to you. Oh my god, it's gonna pump. But like, what kind of position size can you safely take on this? And we are risk first always, right? This could just as easily have a wick towards the downside that's 72%. How do you manage your risk on that? If you can't manage your risk, you're not in the trade. As simple as that.
Yeah. So that's, well, I have nothing else to add there.
Kusha Reuven is in here, exponent from the Mango Grove, OGBMC dude as
Okay.
well, says, so weird hearing you at 1x. I usually speed up my vids to 1.5. I could speak at 1.5, man. I could speak at 2. I could speak at 3. Give me the go. But you guys got to deal with me for the rest of the video that way. Because once I start, I don't stop. And Kusha
It's so
knows.
weird that you say that, Reuven, because believe it or not, like Sean first started listening to his audiobooks and his podcasts and everything on 1.5, 2x. And then I suddenly got into the habit of doing that as well. So now, even when we watch our own sort of videos, right? If it's the daily analysis or any other video, even if it's one of the seed videos, I don't know. I find it so hard to listen to it on 1x. Like it has, like I just have to put it on 1.5 or 2x. It's crazy.
Yep. It feels so slow. Like,
It's
you just can't,
unhealthy
yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Like you can't listen to anything normally after that.
By the way, Krisha, Wolvie asks a question, and I don't want to miss out on any of his questions, or Walter, or Justin Warren, for that matter, as well. I was thinking BAT and Algo might be good to watch over the next few days here. What do you guys think? So why do you think that, though? Based on fundamentals or based on the charts? Why do you think that? I'm going to look at Algo first, because I looked at BAT yesterday, and it looked like crap. So I'm going to go ahead and look at Algo. I think Algo might be better. Let's go ahead and look at the weekly. Oh, this is the weekly.
It's okay. It's good. I feel like it's set in like some weekly uptrend, but I'll still be waiting for Algo to take out around 66 cents. I think if we could take that out, I'll be a lot more bullish. But right now, like I feel like there's better charts, you know, like we just went over Band and Ren. I think those charts are looking better than even Algo. And don't get me wrong, when Sean and I were looking at charts, we're dissecting charts. Yeah, sometimes, you know, we'll see these coins actually rip, and they'll rip in one straight line. We don't like, you can't really anticipate anything like that. The we go off of is technical analysis and price action, right? And so far, I'm just looking at the resistance overhead, which is, 48 cents and 66 cents. 48 being the most immediate one.
So Wolvie, I'm not sure whether you just watched what I just did. You can rewind the analysis, or rather quick TA, the dirty TA that I just did. There's a key structure right over here between 8th September 2020, I believe, all the way to today, where we're putting in a horizontal at around the 40 cent mark. Or sorry, a slightly diagonal horizontal. I don't know, like a slight tilt, right? It's not completely straight, but that's going to be a key structure that we did break towards the upside. As you guys can see, we put in a little like flag consolidation formation over there, broke towards the upside. But this structure over here, this breakdown coming in all the way from 20th of August, that's being respected right now, right? You saw resistance over there coming down to test the Tenkin, probably the 21 EMA around there too. That is, if you're bullish on this for whatever reason on the higher time frames, you could be looking to accumulate a position over there. Yes, and if it breaks up, you're in a good position, because I'd be looking to around 73 cents next. That's what I'd be looking at. And if you do get to 73 cents and close a weekly over there, that's going to really start looking good then, because we're likely being tested the 63 cent region as well of the weekly candle close. Clearing that, that's actually the middle of the range now, which is also a weekly level. So this zone over here, man, that's what you're looking at. All right, zone over here. If we break that entire zone, you can start accumulating an early position if you want. And then if we do, right, your gamble is if we do break the zone over here, hey, it's a bull market, so why the hell not? Then you have a really nice trade into price discovery pretty much, unless there's more history above this. You can go ahead and increase just a tad bit more if you want. Right, so that's what I have to say about this.
Yeah.
How are you getting in late, Ollie? You're like in Australia. You should be getting in. You should be the first one in here, like Justin was. Any else for BAT? Kusha, what are your thoughts on BAT?
BAT USDT. We looked at BAT a couple of days ago. I didn't like it too much. No, BAT. Algo's looking better than BAT.
Yeah, Algo's better than BAT. If it breaks, Kusha, on the 12-hour, there's a W-like formation with the horizontal coming in at around 26 cents.
Yeah,
right?
I see that. Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing, Wolvie. Like when you ask me for a chart, I'm thinking about the kind of trades you'd be looking for, right? And since you're working full time, you want to be looking at the higher time frames and getting the easier trades. Both of these charts, they require a little bit more trade management on the mid time frames. If that's all right for you, if you're okay with that, you can kind of optimize and get in and out on the mid time frames. But there's some easy trades to be had on the higher time frames, right? We talked about Link on the monthly, looking freaking fantastic, right? Yes, you have to wait, but waiting shouldn't be a problem for you anymore. If we do break this, great trade. LTC on the weekly again. Great trade.
You said something really good just now, Sean, and I think this is sort of a tip for everyone out there. It's your lifestyle, whether you have a full-time job, part-time job, and how much time you really have to spend on the charts, and accordingly pick your time frame, because it's really going to dictate how much trade management a certain trade really requires, right? So be careful. Don't you need to kind of work with this in a way wherein adopt a trading style that will fit your lifestyle.
Yeah,
because that way it's a lot more scalable. You're able to really not scalable. What's the word I'm looking for?
Sustainable.
It's a lot more sustainable. Okay, and you don't go through burnout.
Yeah.
So watch out for things like that. You do not want to go through burnout.
Yep.
As far as BAT USDT goes, I think 27 cents, man. If we break 27, I think that's a much more neater trade to be had.
Yeah, I agree.
So 27 cents going all the way up to 43 cents, which is a good 57% to the upside. I think that's going to be one big, beautiful, volatile range.
That's actually good. 50 cents, you said, Kusha?
43 cents. So basically 27. Yeah. I'm looking at the weekly time frame on BAT USDT.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at to 43 cents. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I think that's a much more neater range to be had on BAT, but I still think it's got some way to go.
All right. So back on over to the comments now. Ollie says it's just bad timing. Because bad timing, always doing stuff at the time to stream. Hey man, we've been streaming at this time every single day of the week now. So you can shuffle things around, Ollie, because the entire community is here. All right. So you can be here for the community. I'm just kidding, bud. I'm just kidding. So Bob Hassan says OMG or ICX. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at OMG. Let me just get through a few more comments. Justin Russell says, I'm interested in your class. Okay, you mean the course. Okay. I'll be a buyer soon. I would like to know more info about it. So what I do recommend is talking to the seed members directly and getting their opinion on what they think of the course, and ask them whether it will be, suited for you and your personality, because my trading style and my teaching style is a lot it's different compared to other people. I really drill down and break into things, and I don't just dive into things the way some people may want. I don't know. So Kusha, like, can you give him an idea of my teaching style?
I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off. No, it's basically this Sean's course. I mean, I am student 0 of the Mango Seed program. Very proud with that. But Sean's course essentially basically takes a beginner trader okay, and kind of leads you through the entire process and actually gets you up to that advanced level. All right, so even if you do not know anything about, well, trading, you get to learn from the ground up. Right, so it's suited for traders from all walks, in my opinion. Like, I didn't know anything. I literally didn't know anything at all. And Sean had to sit me down. I was actually into fundamentals before, looking for news. And Sean's like, nope, nope. And he just sat me down during the whole bear cycle, leading up to the bear cycle. And I learned how to trade from him.
I recommend talking to the other seed members too, because you'll get a better idea. Their reviews too, that Krisha has made a page where people have given their thoughts, and she's listed them down there. If it's not updated, but it's something. Yeah, but that's pretty much all I
think
can say.
I think I've linked it in the description anyways if you want to go and check it out, but definitely recommend talking to other seedlings as well. Get their input, definitely.
Ollie says, hey Justin, join the Discord and message one of us. I'm happy to help you out. Yep, you can message Ollie too. Ollie is a seedling, so is Justin Warren, and Ajesh is in here too. The Ghost 152 is also a seedling. And yeah, so going back to Wolvie's question now, he's like, but yeah, you're right, Link and LTC look much better, haha. But thanks for the advice on work along with trading the time frames. So here's the thing, man, it's about the easy trade, right? It's about the trade where you know you're going to be wrong easily, where you easily know, how about this, let me put it in a better way, where you easily know that you're wrong, right? And that's what I like about Link and LTC. I don't have to second guess things. I don't have to look at a cluttered chart. Similar with Ethereum, right? When we built that Ethereum trade on the monthly, it was a clean chart. LTC on the weekly, it's clean, really clean. And look at that. Those of you who have been following the Ichimoku module, what are you guys seeing on the weekly LTC Ichimoku template?
Yeah,
I'm liking that. So it'll take some patience.
LTC is actually looking really good.
Johnny Ma says, Mango Research, tell me how I can teach my girlfriend to trade too. Krisha, you take this one.
I mean, it's not like women, you know, we swing to a different tune or anything. It's just, I don't know, you need to have the interest, right? So I was always kind of interested in this. I just didn't know where to begin. And yeah, and then I met Sean, and Sean kind of led me through the entire thing. But it's more so,
the person needs to be competitive. So
yeah,
Krisha is extremely competitive. She doesn't like losing at video games either. Like, she got extremely good at Brawlhalla just so she could kick my ass, because she hated losing. She just hates losing. And I think that's going to be a core need, I think, within traders. You have this necessity to win the eventual game, right? You need to win, this eagerness to win. And that's what it takes, because if you don't have the tenacity, you're going to get beat down by the market a couple of times and you're going to quit. So if your girlfriend puts on a trade for the first couple of times, she's likely going to, she may win in the beginning due to beginner's luck or whatever, but the market will beat you down unless you know what you're doing. And you need to have the tenacity to sit down and really learn how to do this and how to do it right. And it takes tenacity.
It's also about, like, you know, having this thing to actually win. Okay, yes, that's one part of it. But it's also, you know, being sort of tenacious enough to kind of keep at it until you figure out a system for yourself. Because a lot of people, yes, they'll enter the space, right? But they cannot deal with the entire aspect of losing. And they don't even want to figure it out. They'd rather just pawn it off on something else. Oh no, you know, this guy gives bad calls, or there's no you know, it's gambling. They'll blame it on everything else around their situation, but they will not try and really fix things, actually try and find a solution, find other sort of information on the topic.
Exactly.
You know, people, so you know, it boils down to these kind of attributes in a person, I guess.
Johnny says, oh, she's competitive, all right. So if she's competitive, man, that's the biggest thing. Like, I think you can just show her a couple of trades, make her put on a couple of trades, and once she does, she's going to want to keep getting a taste of that victory. And once she gets a taste of victory, she's going to want to get better. And once she loses, that competitiveness, that that need to win is going to come out. And that's how you teach her to trade.
Yeah.
Trading, by the way, is not just about looking at the charts and figuring out patterns and all, right? This is a journey in self-discovery. And it is literally the most holistic profession in the world, where you're going to have to learn about so many different facets of life, so many different fields. You're going to have to learn about finance, about economics, about psychology, so much, man, so much. That's why I love this game.
Yeah. You can take a lot that you learn from here and apply it to other aspects of your life, and I think that is freaking amazing. It happens so like naturally. You don't even realize it's happening until you really sit down and reflect on it. You're like, oh damn, wait, I wouldn't have known this had it not been for trading. You know, you tend to look at things very, very differently around you. So that's pretty cool.
Obina just said, oh my god, Obina just said unbreakable to OP. Oh my god, dude, you deserve 10 mangoes just for that. So Ollie, Obina is a DVD fan. And Krisha won't get this joke, but he's referring to the fact that I said tenacity. So I actually have been running that build, man. I've been running tenacity, unbreakable, soul burn, and I'll put in like either kindred or windows of opportunity. But oh my god, that build is so much fun, especially at the red ranks where killers tend to slug you a lot. But yeah, off topic. We should play. We should play soon, bud. We should play soon. Dalvinder Singh says,
which is called Dead by Daylight, for those of you who are not aware of it. I suggest at least just go and look it up and just see how gory this game really is.
Yeah.
This guy is just screaming all damn day.
No, I'm not. It's only when I'm playing with Ollie, because like I said, he's so bad at the game and I gotta yell at him.
Sorry, go on, Sean.
I'm just reading Wolvie's comment. BNB is looking good, similar to LTC on the weekly. Kusha, I'll let you take that one.
Yes, I want to look at BNB. Yes, someone brought it up yesterday, but then we kind of went off on a tangent. Oh my word. BNB, all-time high, USDT.
My chart's still loading. There we go. No, Ollie, you're not giving up. You're playing today, Ollie.
This is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. So, BNB USDT on. So I'm looking at this on the time frame. Okay, now we did. This freaking price always comes my way. I can never look at my scale problem. Okay, yes. So we had resistance. Okay, at $38. We broke that on last weekly close. We had the perfect retest of that and we bounced swiftly off of this. I think someone had mentioned in the comment section, about how to enter the trade when it does break. It's this setup right here. Okay, so you essentially break resistance to the upside, and more often than, like I said, you usually get retest of the region that you just broke. And that is usually a very, very good trade to be had, because suddenly that trade becomes extremely easy to manage, because that is your invalidation point at that point, right? If price does have a candle body close after this underneath the region, that's when you know that, hey, I have been invalidated on my trade. And boom.
Yep. Well said, Krisha. Well said. This is looking better than LTC, in my opinion. Good catch, Wolvie. This is looking way better than LTC.
This is really, really damn.
Gonna add
this is going to be starred on my list.
Maybe dump all my chain link for this asset. No, gotta be patient. It's looking good though.
This is looking really, really good. $47.08 is gonna be the next target.
How's it doing against BTC? Let's take a look. Oof. The monthly looks really, really, really painful.
Oh damn, no. Yeah. No. This is when you know that you should not be trading your Bitcoin for this, whatever this is. Okay, yeah. So you wait on that confirmation, wait on signs of reversal before you plunge in, where you throw your Bitcoin away for something that's going down compared to Bitcoin.
Krisha, you're cracking up again, by the way, really, really bad. So it's kind of hard to figure you out. And yeah, just so that people in the comment section don't get frustrated trying to understand what you're saying.
Cool. I'm gonna connect again.
Tan Swan Kai says, I've been looking at BTC chart and I can see it's still in an uptrend for now. Uptrend on what time frame? Tan, you should know better by now. uptrend on what time frame. Make sure that you always include that in your vocabulary. I mean, at least in your mind, right? At least in your mind. I want you to start saying it out loud though, okay? So every time you're talking to me, I want you to say what time frame the uptrend you're referring to in, because that will kind of solve some of your hurdles. But anyways, but I don't believe it can last forever. Well, nothing lasts forever, but you should just believe that it does, because it's more protective, right? Just keep telling yourself it will last forever because it will protect you against trying to pick tops and bottoms. Does it need to close 2 candles below the support line to confirm a break in trend? Yeah, that it doesn't need to, but it'd be good to look for that, and it did. Look at that, it closed above. Boom. Wait for the candle close, which we did 20 minutes ago, and close above. So we don't have it yet. We don't have this close just yet. This looks like it actually wants to hold up for now. Let's see. It could wick down. What would be really bullish, guys, is if we see this wick down to the 21 EMA Tenkan, perhaps even all the way down over here to around 36,838, and then it closes back above 3,900. If we see that, that's actually gonna be really bullish, and then be looking towards 45,000 next, believe it or not, because on the 4 hour, this may turn into a mini falling channel, right? That breaks towards the upside, which will invalidate this as a rising channel, and we look for continuation on this. So remember, patterns can morph, and they could turn into a continuation pattern instead. Oops. Gonna buy some ETH, seems like a good time. Against resistance, maybe. Depends on the time frame you're looking at again. But it's against resistance. The time to be buying ETH was around here, man. Around here. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. You guys need to understand that a lot of the market participants right now, I don't say a lot, okay, at least the smart money, we are deep in the profits. A lot of us are deep in the profits. So be very careful with how bullish you guys are on coins like Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? Because there is a risk of people taking profits, right? And we are deep in the profits, man. Like, I don't know how else to say this without sounding like I don't know what to say, but just be careful. So pullbacks may happen, and the trend may reverse too. Be careful buying into resistance is all I'm trying to say. What you guys want to be thinking is this. You guys want to be thinking, where would guys like me be looking to add to my position, right? I'm not concerned about buying over here, right? So if I'm not concerned, there are other people too who have a similar view on the markets in terms of technical analysis at the very least, that won't be too keen over here. Okay, maybe a guy like Michael Saylor won't care. He'd be like, I'm just buying whatever. I'm buying at 20,000 resistance. I don't care, right? Maybe he doesn't care. If you're buying on that front, yeah, by all means. But I'm not interested in buying somewhere around here. Maybe there are other people who agree with me, and those people are the kind of guys who push the market. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, Tan says apologies for the vocabulary. There's a time limit in the live chat. No, man, I'm not. I don't mean it in a rude way. I'm just trying to like coach you in the beginning phase of your journey, so you build good habits. I didn't mean it in a rude way at all. Profit taking can trigger liquidations and flash crashes if done by the big movers. Yeah, that could happen. Could happen. I don't think we could see it on Bitcoin, right? Especially on a exchange like Kraken. Let me go ahead and show you guys what happened to Ethereum back in the day. That was a day. Happened on Coinbase. I remember I had steak on the grill in Ottawa. Beautiful, beautiful day. It was such a gorgeous day that day too. And Ethereum does this. Oh my god, so many people lost so much money, man. Jesus Christ. 300 all the way down to $12. JWoo tips us $5. Thank you for the tip, buddy. He asks, have you looked at VeChain? Yes, we've been looking at VeChain all week. We can take another look. So it's one of the better looking charts for sure. Do you expect dominance to shift to alts once Bitcoin dumps? Yes. I don't know. But the thing is, your question is loaded in there. There's an implicit expectation that Bitcoin will dump. And I think that's where a lot of people are feeling a lot of pain right now. Okay. At around $25,000, I asked Krisha and I asked a lot of you guys in the seed program too, right? I asked you guys in the private chat, where is the path to most pain, right? If you ask yourself, where is the most painful path right now? And it's not Bitcoin dumping. The most pain right now is Bitcoin pumping. Believe it or not. And you guys, if you guys just sit back and think about it, you guys know what I'm talking about. If Bitcoin keeps pumping and pumping and pumping, most people around you, maybe even including yourself, you guys are going to be feeling pain, right? So think about that. Think about that. But yeah, we can go ahead and take a look at VeChain, and I'll look at Bitcoin dominance too. All right, and I'll show you guys what I'm seeing on Bitcoin dominance that might be a little bit worrisome to some of you guys who are holding too many altcoins, and something that's making me really happy because I'm really, really deep in the Bitcoin trade. It's not fair for me to look at VeChain BTC. Don't want to compare one bull to another. But VeChain USD is, let me zoom out, looking really, really good. Not a big fan of this weekly candle over here, but as long as it holds above this zone over here, it's going to look really, really good. I'd really like for it to clear this level too, this entire zone, right? That would have been the good weekly candle close, but we're not getting that, unfortunately. Any retest of this zone over here is going to be a buy opportunity, and you'd be looking for it to eventually clear out this high over here for continuation. If it starts putting in a lower high over here on the weekly time frame, right? So you have this structure. You don't want it to come retest this zone over here and get rejected, because then if it does do that after it takes out this low here, after putting in this low here, it's likely going to come in and take out that low too, and that's going to look bad. And then you're looking for a long-term structure perhaps of a falling channel, and then continuation, break towards the upside. You gotta be patient, but I don't think that's going to happen considering what Bitcoin is doing. I don't think that's going to happen. But for now, it's a waiting game on VeChain. You gotta wait for this weekly candle to close before you make any decision. Okay, look at the lower time frames too, quickly. Yeah, probably want to test the 10K and the 21 EMA one more time. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. It doesn't look too bad. This could recover from here. If it starts closing candles above the 10K right over here, right? You're looking at around 0.028 cents, so around 3 cents. I'd be looking for to retest 0.31. If all of this can happen within this weekend, this weekly candle is going to look phenomenal, right? It's going to end up closing somewhere around here. And that weekly candle is going to take back all of these levels. So that's what you're looking for now. You're looking for the 4-hour to retake the Tenkin and then eventually retest this level and close somewhere around there. It doesn't even need to take out that level. As long as it closes around there, it's going to be really good. Let me take a sip of water. Jack Dawson says Ethereum 800 today. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be an opportunity. Alright, let's look at Bitcoin dominance. What do you guys think of this? Ollie, what are your thoughts on this? Gulp, gulp. It's alright, Krisha. I'll have my time in the sun, and I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream anyways. Very, very soon. Is that the ticker, Wolfie? Nanof? So Leela, there's no answer to that question. What is the best and most accurate? There's nothing that's best and most accurate. It really depends on your trading style and your personality. We can tell you what we trade. We trade the 4-day, the 2-day, the weekly, the monthly. We trade the higher time frames to keep it as stress-free as possible. All right, there's Ollie's answer. He took him a while. I still think Bitcoin dominance will continue higher towards 80. Attaboy. Towards 80, eh? 80. Oof. That's pretty up there. Damn, let's go ahead and mark it out. So you're looking at this high here, 79.07. Yeah, I think so too. Because this weekly candle is beginning to look really good. Bitcoin like really made a statement on this weekly candle. The altcoin bulls weren't able to push this down, man. Essentially, Bitcoin dominance bears or altcoin bulls weren't able to keep this rejection seeing any follow through. We weren't able to even test 66. Bitcoin is showing so much strength over here. If we start closing candles above 71.99, 79 to 80 next, people are going to be exiting all coins pretty much on this move over here, right? People say that you can't be charting Bitcoin dominance. I disagree with that, because if there's enough people looking at this now, they're going to be using this chart way to make their decision, and that's all that matters. And fibs, eh? Cool, good to know, lines up. That's the ticker. Nordic, Nanofactor, OSL. What are you trading this? This is in one of the best downtrends I've seen in a very long time. Jesus Christ, what is this? Why is it doing so bad? Oh man, all-time lows pretty much. Jesus Christ, man. Why? Okay, why are you keeping an eye on this? Emotional attachment because you took a big loss on it, eh? I feel ya. Yeah. You're trading. You're keeping an eye on one of the most bearish charts I've seen in a while, in one of the most bullish times of our generation, pretty much. Will we actually have a alt season, a bullish alt season, with the way... Oh, will we actually have an alt season the way Bitcoin is being bullish? Well, we could have an alt season, but does it need to be against Bitcoin? What do you mean by alt season? Do you mean alt season against Bitcoin or alt season against USD? To me, we are having an alt season, right, against USD. Look at this. Ethereum pumped from 367 to 1,400. Is that not an alt season? Let's go ahead and look at Cardano. What's Cardano doing against USD? It moved from around 9 cents to 35 cents. Is that not good? Now, if you're looking to outperform Bitcoin, I have some bad news for you, for now at least, until the trend changes. Bitcoin's a bull, man. You're on a bullfight. You're like gambling a bullfight. These coins are moving on the USD pairing, so Ethereum is really not an altcoin anymore. Listen, we don't debate those fundamentals in here. We try to keep our lives very, very simple. And I'm not going to make a distinction between a main coin and not a main coin and a semi-main coin and an altcoin. It's Bitcoin and altcoins to me, based on nothing other than I want to keep my life simple. That's it. Bitcoin and altcoins. The two columns. I remember Vitalik coming in on Twitter and saying, it's stupid to be calling Ethereum an altcoin now. It's lasted for so long. Well, is XRP not an altcoin? Okay, fine. So XRP is also not an altcoin. We have so many main coins now. Okay, so LTC doesn't count either. Blah blah blah. For someone as smart as Vitalik, he says some things that make me really scratch my head sometimes. I mean, so all he says, in my opinion, anything other than Bitcoin is an altcoin. I'd argue that an altcoin is anything you want to call an altcoin, right? What does an altcoin even mean? It's an alternative to something else that you deem the main coin, right? So and that's based on perspective, man. That's based on your idea of what's the main coin. Maybe to you Ethereum is the big daddy and Bitcoin is an altcoin, and if you say that, I will respect that. I'll be like, all right, that's fine, that's fair. I power to you, and I will support you in that debate against somebody else, because the word alt means alternative. So to me, an alternative asset, right, to Bitcoin in my portfolio. What are my alternative options? I don't even want to call it an alternative to Bitcoin. What are my alternative options to making money in this market and in the crypto market? That's the rest of the altcoins, the rest of the non-Bitcoins. Let's call it that. Alter reality. That's what an altcoin means. Can we have BTC chart, please? Attaboy. Jesus Christ, man. You deserve a mango for that, battle machine. Finally, somebody asking about Bitcoin. Let's go. Let's turn up the beats too. Let's watch Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin's doing it. Maybe we get a retest over here at around 40,353 and then get rejected. What do you guys think? Haha, love it, Johnny, love it. I'm gonna go ahead to Discord and give you a mango for that one. Give mango at... All you gotta make this command easier, man. Johnny, my... Two mangoes. So Blintal says, how long do you think this bull market will last? Alright, so let's go ahead and answer that question. I don't have an answer. That's why I want to answer it, because that's important to know that you don't know anything, right? We don't know how long this is going to last. We're going to stay in the trend, no matter what, until the trend ends, right? So as long as we are trending up, we're going to be in this market. We're going to look for signs, of course. We talked about that yesterday, and those signs may come closer towards September. They come in December next year. They may come in 2022. We don't know. I do have some ideas for maybe we look for the signs somewhere around... Am I too loud, by the way? Let me just double check. Or is the music too loud, rather? I think we're fine. Yeah, so anyways, I do have some ideas for Bitcoin, perhaps showing us a sign somewhere into July, August, right? I'm not certain, man. I'm not certain. All I know is that I don't know. We'll be taking it one step at a time and accordingly riding the trend. So what I do know is where I am looking to buy and where I'm not looking to be a buyer. And I specifically told you guys that I'd be a very aggressive buyer between 20,000 to around 27-ish thousand, right? And I was buying there very aggressively. I did buy some more at around 29 to 30-ish thousand, but not as much. But at this region over here, I am not looking to buy at all. I'm not looking to buy Ethereum either. I'm not looking to buy Bitcoin. This is the region where I'm waiting and watching because I really don't know what's going to happen over here. Based on what happens over here, though, I will act, right? That's what I do know. I know what to do based on if this, then that. But that's a topic for another time. No, thank you, Wolvie. Thank you. I stayed on longer too since you guys are all in here. We should do these more often on the weekends, especially since all the seedlings can make it around the same time. Crystal Rickard says, keep that music rolling. Amazing tune. Nice. You like the Mango tunes. You're going to love Mango. Let me increase the volume. If you show up, yes. If you show up, we'll do one. I wasn't planning on doing one, but if enough seed members show up on seed, I'll go ahead and throw up a stream. Yeah, we did cover link, Matthew. You can go ahead and rewind. I'll take a quick look at it for you though on the higher time frames. We're essentially looking at link on the monthly and the weekly, but primarily the monthly. We've got to be patient on this one. Looking for this to break the structure over here towards the upside. Coming in at around $15.60 on the multi time frame. Towards the upside. Riot? Are you talking about Riot Gaming? Those assholes? Riot Blockchain. Wow. Not bad. Resistance though. See, Wolvie, this is the kind of chart you want to be looking at, man. There, just take a screenshot. Ashok, how's it going, buddy? I PM'd you earlier today to see what you were up to. Alright, Ollie, you down for some DBD? I'm just gonna wrap up the stream. Oh wait, are you home yet? No, you're not. Damn. He says he'll wake up at 7:30 a.m. on Sunday for us. Alright, cool. If you wake up, I'll throw up a stream. At least a quick one at the very least. I'll try. No promises, because I've been streaming every single day of the week. You guys gotta give me props, man, for that. I don't think I've ever done that. No, I haven't ever done that. What a way to start off the year, eh? Every day of this week, we threw up a stream. And Wolvie, you know how difficult that is for me more than anybody else, like, you know. Hey, Inam, we don't make those kind of calls, man, but we do teach everything we do know, right? We'll tell you guys our thoughts, our ideas, what we're looking for. We're not like other trading communities where we say buy here, buy there, this is what's going to happen, this is the call. So if you do start watching the videos every single day, you won't need us anymore, right? You'll be better than us very, very soon. So just watch the videos every single day. You'll know how to do everything we're doing. Johnny's like, I literally started watching y'all since the first stream this week. Hey man, how you enjoying Mango thus far, Johnny? How you enjoying Mango thus far? Thank you, Ollie. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Hey, subscribe. Thank you for the subscription. By the way, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What are you guys waiting for? Only 86 likes. Try to get it to 100. Jesus. Where do we start to learn? Well, we can start with watching the daily videos, but recently we've been doing daily streams. So for an entire year, 2 years actually, we've been doing daily videos where we dissect the charts going into this bull market, right? So it was really important to do more analysis during the bear market, leading into the bull market to the transition phase. Now it's more about just enjoying our positions, man. So I'm really stress-free right now because I'm sitting in a massive Bitcoin, a massive Ethereum position. So it's not much TA to be done now, since we are in breakout zones for Ethereum, about to break it hopefully or get rejected. Let's see. Bitcoin is in blue sky breakout. So, but yeah, your question was where do we start to learn? There is an educational playlist on the channel, but it's okay. There are two introductory videos on the Ichimoku and EMAs versus SMAs, so those will be helpful for you. Watch those and then go ahead and watch the other videos on the playlist where I kind of do a more breakdown of charts through a more educational perspective. The educational playlist on the channel, go ahead and check it out. So Crystal, this here is a zone of resistance that we're looking at, right? The red box. Where essentially what I'm trying to say is that if we break the zone over here, we're likely going to make our way to the zone over here. If we break this zone over here, we're likely going to make our way to this area over here. But it needs to break. We need to see candle closes above that zone. So if you guys are new, right, and you're looking for a more structured approach to learn how to trade, as long as you are not looking for calls and signals and any of that stuff, you're looking to actually learn, then you might be interested in the seed program. The link is down underneath. We have seed members in the chat over here too. Go ahead and reach out to them, ask them for their thoughts. But we're looking for members who are more relaxed, more chilled out, not looking for calls and not being toxic. We are very friendly and loving community, family oriented, all of us. So yeah, there's around 35 to 40 hours of content where we essentially take the student from complete beginner to advanced / intermediate. Hi Justin, see ya man, thank you for joining. You've been cooking and prepping this entire time while listening, eh? Now you get to enjoy your meal. Hot dog Sigwan Damn says, I mean learning from your course, question mark. I'm not sure what you mean by the question, man. Oh, if you want to learn from the course, the link is down underneath to the Mango C program. I think that's what you mean, right? The link should be underneath the video. If not, go to mangoresearch.co, not com, .co, and there is a drop down menu that says courses, I believe. Alright boys, I'm going to wrap up now. We've been at this for 2 hours and 6 minutes. I promised Krisha that this was going to be a 30-minute stream. So much for that, eh? So much for that. Ajay says, the course is amazing, guys. Hey, thank you, Ajay. Thank you. Really means a lot coming from you, considering that you are a teacher yourself. I have so many playlists that would go so well with your live streams. My Island Chill Mix has a very similar vibe. Hey man, reach out to me on Discord and we'll share playlists. Thanks so much, Sean. Have a wonderful weekend. Hey, thank you too, man. Thank you for coming. Thank you for always being here. You were here for every single one of the streams this entire week, so I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Johnny says, take care, guys. Hey, Johnny, thank you for showing up. If you guys actually do enjoy like showing up on the weekends, I will do these more often on the weekends, and I'll take a break during the weeks. That's what I can do. Maybe like perhaps Wednesdays I can take a break, and I'll do one tomorrow too. So that way you can show up, Wolfie can show up, Wouts can show up, etc. Yeah, feet up now, Sean. Ha, thank you. Yeah, I need a break, man. I'm tired. I'll do one tomorrow too, though, so we can get more seedlings in here. Because I understand you guys have your jobs. Yeah, it's online, man. It's and it's completely what's it called? It's unlimited, right? There's no time limit. You have unlimited access to it. Lifetime access. Yeah, that's the phrase I'm looking for. Lifetime access to it. Because it's self-paced. And there is a private seed community that you will get access to, where you can find a lot of support from great people. Yeah, man, definitely reach out to the seed members. Of course, if you talk to me, I'm going to be biased, and I'm always shy to talk about it. I try to say what I can. There is an entire curriculum on the website too, posted by Krisha. 60-hour weeks at the moment. Oh man, that sucks, Ajesh. That's brutal. Jeez, teachers don't get enough love in this world, man. You guys got to all rise up. I mean, no reason we can't see 2K within a week or so. If we break, if Bitcoin's already at 40,200 again, eh? Yeah, Bitcoin's retesting. So watch out for this. Watch out for what reaction we see over here. If we put in a wick somewhere around here and then come back down, not the best sign, but not a death sentence. But if we break back into this channel over here, yeah, watch out for this weekend having opportunities, guys. Yeah, going back to Ethereum though quickly before we wrap up. If Ethereum starts closing the weekly above this, guys, if Ethereum closes this week above this, and Saeed was posting, he posted out this, right, I think. So if Ethereum closes over here, like you said, there's no reason for 2000. I'm not sure about seeing it this week, the coming week or two. I don't time things. I've put out 2 videos now. One where I talk about a scenario where Ethereum can actually get to 10,000, and a scenario where Ethereum can get to 5,000 as well. But both of those are if this and that conditions, right? There's certain other things that need to play out first. So we take it one step at a time. Alright, we're not going to get too moon boyish, but we always dream for more profits, and we protect against losses. So you can't think that way, man. Sig Van Dam. You cannot think that way. You can't think it's not healthy. There's no such thing as that. You should never ever say that again, right? You should never ever say that, because okay, Tan should be in here. I think Tan is in here. Tan said the same thing at Bitcoin around $18,000 and $22,000. But one of the things we teach at Mango, we emphasize on this notion: prices will go higher than you can ever believe. Prices will go lower than you can ever believe. This will protect you from ever trying to pick a top, and this will also protect you from missing out on opportunities. Always assume price will go higher. Okay, if you're wrong, you're wrong. That's fine. But if you're not in a move that could be portfolio changing because you think it was unhealthy, that can be devastating, because it is risky to not be in the trade when you're actually trading as a professional, because every trade matters and you don't know which one's going to be successful. You don't know. So it's riskier to not be in the trade, and you can protect against that risk of missing out on an opportunity by always assuming price will go higher, price will go lower, right? I hope you guys, yeah, there you go, right? Okay, that makes sense. Because if this is your first bull market, you probably missed the Bitcoin run to 20,000. And believe me, man, people are calling the top every freaking few $1,000s. And it happened this time too. You're seeing it happen every single day, actually. But even around here, you saw people call the top at 5,000. You saw people at 7,000, by the way. A lot of people are calling the top. And they were almost vindicated when we had this candle over here, right? When we had this candle come down only to around 5,600-ish again. What happens? Gets bought back, closes. Look at this candle, the following candle, man. Holy shit. And then, guys, look at that. November 15th, price, just keep this in mind. November 15th, price was still at 5,500-ish. Between November 15th and December, we were at 20,000. Alright? That's all it took. In a month, in 28 days, we hit 20,000. And everybody was saying unhealthy over here. Everybody was saying unhealthy. Now, they could have been right, but was it worth it? Was it worth it? No, you can buy, you can take a short position lower, you can even sell lower. It doesn't matter. And can you imagine, like, this ended up being the bear market? This zone over here was the bear market. This zone where people were saying price was unhealthy was the bear market after that. Yeah, exactly, Crystal, exactly. What a pump. All it takes is 30 days. And if you miss out on that move in 30 days, that life-changing move, right? You just feel like a fool because you're trying to time a top or bottom. There's no such thing as unhealthy. You don't get to decide what's unhealthy. The market is pricing health every single time. And when you see the move down, that's when you get confirmation that the market is actually pricing in quote and unquote unhealthiness, right? As of right now, the market is saying this is the price, and the market is always right. Don't fight the market. Yeah, Bob Harrison has a point. Because if you guys were following Mango during this zone over here, we had talked about all of these scenarios, right? We talked about 3 scenarios. We talked about the first scenario, Bitcoin merely coming and closing at 14,000 towards the year end. Okay, we are looking for this structure. Let me pull up BLX actually before I wrap up the video, because it's important for you guys since you guys brought it up. We're looking at this structure over here. Do I have the horizontals? Yeah, we have it here, but I'm going to draw it again. We said a really good monthly close, yearly close is going to be if we just come and close over here. But Bitcoin did that a month leading into the end of the year, right? We did this in November's open. Now we're like, all right, cool. Let's see what happens, because clearly Bitcoin is behaving more aggressively than even I could have hoped for, which is great. Like I wasn't going to complain. Now the next scenario was this horizontal right over here. What do? Do we come in and get rejected over here and break back down there? That would be a bad sign. So we didn't want that. The best sign would be if we actually closed right above it. That would be beautiful. But what do? We came and closed right at it. But this nonetheless, considering that that's how 2020 was ending, was fantastic. And as long as we were even closing a monthly candle above 14,000, that was going to be a phenomenal quarterly, yearly, monthly close. And we were looking for crazy price movements. Now you're looking at this as a unhealthy move, right? Especially when you look at the daily. Like if you look at this, oh, it's unhealthy. Look, oh, it's just going up. What if I showed you this chart over here and I didn't show you the time frame? What if you just looked at this as a 1 hour time frame, right? You looked at this as a 1 hour candle chart. 1 hour. what does this look like to you? Just like an ascending triangle that has only 3 candles breakout, right? A 3 candle breakout. That's it. And that's all this is, guys. That's all this is. An ascending triangle on a lower time frame chart that has broken towards the upside. Does this look too unhealthy now? Through this perspective? No, it doesn't. You guys see the point that I'm trying to make over here? This is why I kept emphasizing. Go back to the videos in September, September-ish to October-ish. I said I'm only going to be playing the monthly from here on end, leading towards the yearly close. I literally was saying that every single video. The monthly levels were my major reference points. Vishal is here. Vishal distracted me. How's it going, Vishal? Good to see you here just while we end off the video. And this is why you guys are seeing it, because I didn't want to miss this move. I've made mistakes in the past where I got caught up in the lower time frames and I missed the big freaking move. And I was not going to do that this time because I knew that the big move was going to be too freaking good to miss out on. Which is why I said, leading into September and October, that's it, guys. Only monthly right now. Go ahead and watch the videos. It was boring. I was not like the other YouTubers showing you guys falling wedges on the 30-minute and the 1 hour and this wave and that wave. I kept it easy. I kept it simple. I was drawing few lines on the freaking chart and said, this is what I'm doing. What happens? What happens? This is what freaking happens, right? Everybody out-traded themselves out of positions. And at Mango, we are sitting with a position all the way from around 10,650-ish. Massive accumulation in that zone. Right, we were talking about 10,650 for freaking months, and Bitcoin's now sitting at 40 freaking thousand. And that's it, guys. It can be that easy. The hard part is keeping it that easy. Yeah, and I wasn't calling for 5K again or 7K. I wasn't being stupidly bearish. I'm bearish at the right times, man. From at least through my perspective. And I'm not doing all of this, guys, because I'm some sort of genius, eh? I'm doing all of this because I've made all the mistakes in the past and I've felt the pain. I've freaking had tears and blood. So learn from my mistakes is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, man. Vishal, was a great weekend, thus far at least. I was supposed to have a 30-minute stream, but it's turned into two and a half hours already. So let's wrap up, guys. It was really fun today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was great to have so many seedlings show up today. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you, Voucher. Thank you, Justin. You're probably not here either way. Thank you, Tornado. Thank you, the rest of you. Ajesh too. How could I forget Ajesh? And hey, I'm gonna leave the music on for a few minutes, chat with the rest of you, and yeah, until then, guys, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Do it the Mango way, do it the stress-free way. Ciao.